Welcome to ABC Interactive English. My name is Kiki.
And my name is Matt. Today, we're going to look at part 3 of our story, The Hawk and the Hen. So in parts 1 and 2, we've learned about this story where a hawk saw a pretty hen, and then he told her he wanted her to be his wife.
Right, and she said yes, on one condition. You, the hawk, have to wait until my wings grow like yours.
Okay. So he agreed to that, and then he gave her a ring. So she was very proud of this ring. She liked the ring, so she wore the ring around her neck.
And the hawk told her to protect it.
To take care of that ring.
But suddenly, a rooster appeared.
And the rooster said, "You already agreed to be my wife. You can't wear someone else's ring." So he told her to throw it away.
Throw the ring away? Wow.
And she did. She threw away the ring.
But then she saw the hawk coming.
The hawk came back with another gift for her. He wanted to give her a dress, but she saw him coming and she hid.
Right.
Until he said, "Hen, come out." And then she came out. And then finally, the hawk saw that she no longer had his ring, and he has just asked her, "Where is my ring?"
Well, the hawk must be really heartbroken and hurt. So let's find out what happens in part 3 of The Hawk and the Hen.
The hen answered,
"I met a large snake in the garden yesterday. I was scared and ran home. When I got there, the ring was missing. I looked everywhere, but I couldn't find it."
Hello everyone, we're going to get into part 3 of The Hawk and the Hen and find out what happens now that the hawk has encountered the hen without his ring. The hen answered, "I met a large snake in the garden yesterday." Okay.
Well, the hen is lying already. Because we know that she didn't meet a large snake yesterday.
Right, it was the rooster she met who told her to throw away the ring. Okay, so she said she met a large snake. And to meet is a verb meaning to come into contact, either you planned this, so you were meaning to do this, or by accident come into contact with usually another person. In this case, it's another animal. The hen met a large snake. So she was, I guess, out in the garden, as she said, and she just, walked up and there was a large snake there. So she met a snake.
Now, we know that she met a rooster, not a snake, because a snake is a type of reptile, a cold-blooded animal that doesn't have any limbs. So no arms, no legs. It's just a long reptile. So we know that she didn't meet the snake. But there's actually another meaning for the word snake.
Okay.
Sometimes when we encounter a person that is very sneaky or deceitful, someone that lies, okay, that you can describe that person as a snake.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Right? So this makes me think, okay, it's very interesting because she's been lying. So I'm just wondering, Matt, I'm starting to think that this hen reminds me a little bit of a snake.
Oh, so you could say the hen is a snake, or she is being a snake when she is lying like this.
Right. So we know that she was in the garden.
So a garden is a piece of land, usually near a home, where flowers, vegetables, or other plants are grown. So this piece of land could be, for example, on a farm. There could also be a garden where a hen could be maybe eating things and it would see a snake.
And it's true because snakes do often show up in gardens. So her little story that she told the hawk can be quite believable, right? So let's find out what happens. What else did she tell the hawk? I was scared and ran home. When I got there, the ring was missing. I looked everywhere, but I couldn't find it. That's what the hen told the hawk.
Okay.
But Matt, the hen was supposedly wearing the ring around her neck, right?
So it's pretty difficult for it just to, just because she is scared and running, I don't know how it can actually just come off of her neck.
Right. So she's claiming that the snake scared her. So she ran home. She ran back to her house to find her ring missing, that it's gone. So missing is an adjective and it's used to describe when something is not in its original place. So you might put your phone on your table and you turn around, you come back, it's gone missing. It's not there anymore. Now, missing can also be used as a verb when you're missing somebody because that person is no longer near you or they're in a different place and you miss them. So missing can be used as an adjective to describe when something is not in its original place.
Okay. So now the hen has told the hawk this big lie about how she lost the ring when really she threw it away. And I guess we'll see after the break if he believes her story or not.
The hawk didn't believe her. He said, "You didn't take care of my ring, so you must always scratch the ground to find it. Also, I will take away every child of yours." After that, the hawk left. From then on, hens everywhere scratched the ground to find the hawk's ring.
Welcome back. So now we're going to see if the hawk believes what the chicken told him. The hawk didn't believe her. He said, "You didn't take care of my ring. So you must always scratch the ground to find it." So he's somehow has a power to make her always do something. From now on, she will always scratch the ground. So to scratch is a verb, and scratch means to scrape at something using either fingernails or claws of an animal. And so in this case, a chicken would be, scraping at the ground using their claws. That would be to scratch. We can also use scratch for when we're itchy, and you just need to relieve that itch. You can scratch an itch.
Right. And now that this hawk is so angry, it seems like he wants to punish the hen, right? So he's punishing her by making her scratch at the ground. So what is the ground? The ground is basically the surface of the earth, and it could be, the floor, it could be dirt outside. It's anything that is a flat surface, and that is the ground, and it is a noun. So the ground has different types of surfaces and different usage. Sometimes there are pieces of land that are specific towards one type of use. For example, maybe a campground.
Oh, right. Okay.
So you can only camp in this area, or fishing grounds. So a ground is a piece of land that has a specific use or just the surface of the earth. Now that the hawk has punished the hen to always be scratching at the ground looking for the ring, he doesn't stop there.
He's not done yet.
He's very angry. He's very hurt because he really wanted to marry her. So he says to the hen, "Also, I will take away every child of yours."
Wow, that's a pretty extreme punishment.
That means that he's gonna take her babies?
He's going to, take away every child of yours. Okay, so to take away something. So of course, to take meaning to bring somewhere or to have with you, but to take away means to make it so someone doesn't have it anymore. So maybe if a dog is chewing on a shoe, you need to take away the shoe from the dog, means to not allow the dog to have it anymore. So in this case, to take away every child of the hen, I suppose as a hawk, he means he's going to come down and try to grab her children and take them away.
Well, earlier we did talk about the hawk being a predatory bird, right? So it eats small animals. I think that's what he means when he says he's going to take away all her children. Now, after that, the hawk left. So he told her, "I'm going to take away your children." Then he flew away. From then on, hens everywhere scratched the ground to find the hawk's ring.
Oh, so that's why they do it.
Right. So when we see chickens on a farm, we always see them clucking and scratching and looking on the ground.
So this kind of story is a kind of, fable. So that means a story that tells you the reason for something. So, it's saying that the reason that hens scratch the ground today is because of this story. And I think also it's saying the reason that hawks might try to eat, baby chickens or chicks, the reason they do that is because of this story, because of how that hen lied to the hawk.
But I think from the story, we also learn that it's not good to lie because the hen was lying all the way from the beginning. Right at part 1, when we started the story, we found out that she said yes to the hawk, and later on, she actually had already said yes to the rooster. And throughout the story, she kept making up different lies to the hawk and the rooster as well. And what happens after she lies?
Well, she got punished.
Right.
So I hope you've learned your lesson. Don't lie, or you will have to scratch at the ground for the rest of your life.
Right.
And a hawk will take your babies.
Right. And that is it for the hawk and the hen. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
The hen answered,
"I met a large snake in the garden yesterday. I was scared and ran home. When I got there, the ring was missing. I looked everywhere, but I couldn't find it."
The hawk didn't believe her. He said, "You didn't take care of my ring, so you must always scratch the ground to find it. Also, I will take away every child of yours." After that, the hawk left. From then on, hens everywhere scratched the ground to find the hawk's ring.
Hi, I'm Tina. 我们来看这一课的重点单字。第一个 meet 动词，遇到、碰见。它的三态是 meet, met. Yesterday, I met an old friend at the supermarket. 昨天我在超市遇见了一个老朋友。下一个单字 snake 名词，蛇。He found a snake in the yard. 他在院子里发现了一条蛇。下一个单字Garden 名词，花园。My grandma grows roses in the garden. 我奶奶在花园里种玫瑰。最后一个单字 ground 名词，地面。I found a wallet on the ground. 我在地上发现一个皮夹。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 take away 带走，拿走。我们来看看这个例句。My father took away my toys. 我爸爸没收了我的玩具。下一个文法 every child of yours 你的每一个小孩。every 加上名词加上 of 再加所有格代名词，用来强调群体中的每一位。every 是一个形容词，表示每一个的，它的后面必须接单数的可数名词。yours 在课文中代指的是 your children。我们来看看这个例句。Every friend of mine is going to the party. 我的每个朋友都会去那场派对。最后一个文法 from then on 从那时候起。这个片语适用于过去式 then 是名词，指的是当时那时。另一个相似的用法片语是 from now on 指的是从现在起今后。我们来看看这个例句 Bella left home. From then on, nobody knew where she was. Bella 离家出走了，从那时候起，没人知道她的去向。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，我们下一课再见喽，拜拜。
Welcome, everybody. Today we're taking a look at New Taipei City Hall. And right next to it, we have Citizen Square. Now, the difference between a hall and a square, a hall is an area inside of a building, whereas a square is an area outside of a building, but that is surrounded by buildings. So one is indoors and one is outdoors. So let's go ahead and take a look at New Taipei City Hall.
The new Taipei City Hall is a huge building. It is 33 stories above ground and 4 stories below. Besides government offices, there are also spaces that offer services such as a post office, a bank, and a couple of service desks. On the top floor, there is a nice restaurant. It is the perfect place to see the scenery of the city while enjoying good food. Sometimes there are art shows on the first floor. You can watch them for free. Right in front of the building is Citizen Square. Many exciting events are held here. One of the most popular is the Christmas Land in New Taipei City. At the new Taipei City Hall, you can get things done and have fun.
So I think the best time to visit New Taipei City Hall is around Christmas time, where you can see Christmas Land. For a foreigner who's living in Taiwan, we really miss Christmas, and being able to go there and celebrate and enjoy ourselves is really wonderful. That's all the time we have for today, and we will see you next time.